Okay, we are recording. So, I thought I'd pull some cards. I can just about see them. No problem setting up my video today. Or the old laptop. So, all of these cards flew out, and they flew out all at once, and normally I don't pay any attention to that, but that was different today. Okay, so we've got a full moon coming up on Thursday, and I know I wanted to do a reading for it because it's a powerful full moon. This is the full moon, so April, coming off the back of Ostara, which is all about new beginnings, rebirthing in all ways, shapes and forms. Yeah. So it's about making those changes which align with who you are, love consciousness, and how your soul wishes to express itself in this reality. And it's the whole reason why we are here. So that's not a mission from a soul realignment perspective. There are no missions apart from if you're a mission realmer. What we're here to do is experience this reality and from a point of love consciousness to hold space and guide, if needed, those who also wish to experience this reality from a perspective of love consciousness. That's kind of how myself and Ian see it anyway. And what's really interesting, and of course, through all that, utilizing your superpower, which is the power to choose. Always the power to choose, which is here. The Eight of Cups. Okay, so these are the cards I've pulled so far. Interesting. The first four are a balance of all the four elements. Okay, the four elementals. Pentacles, wands, cups, swords. And you've got two aces in there as well, which is the pinnacle of the energy of those cards. So Knight of Pentacles. That's the energy of this is if you like, the ultimate expression of the planet that we live on, the Earth. Yeah, Pentacles relates to the Earth element, and this for me represents how the Earth is. Yeah, so the Earth is reliable, solid, and so we are of the Earth. Yeah, we are also of the stars. there's a coming together of two polarities in the natural world, as opposed to the polarity that is the distorted mirror of that, where people create polarity in order to divide and conquer. That's different. But there is a natural yin and yang, if you like, in nature. There's the masculine feminine element. I went off on one there, sorry. So this is the energy, this Knight of Pentacles here. Don't know if I showed you that. I'll show you that. These are the Llewellyn cards, and I really like these. The artwork on them is lovely. So yeah, Knight of Pentacles, which is the represented, the representation of the earth. So, and we don't even know what the earth is capable of. We don't know, because what we experience on this planet is it's almost like a diluted version of what she's actually capable of. Now, a little while ago, this was a year, 2 years maybe ago, when we were doing our marsh walk, and we were sitting up by the Darfur Creek barrier, I got a very clear message that when we came here and we did, we encased ourselves in these bodies, for want of a better word, it was to experience the natural world. Yeah. Yes, we got stuck because we stayed too long in these bodies. So we got a bit stuck. But with the reason that we came here in these physical bodies was to experience the natural world. The other stuff, kind of, we got pulled into. That makes sense. And also the other thing that I experienced in meditation was, and that was back in 2020 actually, was I was taken to what it would be like in the natural world in 5D, for want of a better word, yeah. And I was taken there by Sekhmet. And when she first took me to this space, I couldn't breathe. And I said to her, I can't breathe. And she got me to chill out. And when I started to breathe again, I was breathing in pure love consciousness. So it was like I wasn't breathing in air. It was really interesting. And, that experience seemed to last for minutes, but it was seconds, and it was when I was in meditation. So I do know that there is a difference. There is a difference between what we perceive the earth to be like in her expression at the moment and what it actually is. It's very different. But that's what this card represents for me anyway, in this reading. And we are part of that. We are part of that. So, Ace of Wands, this is pure inspiration. Pure inspiration. And all those things that come with that. So, yes, this is the kind of outcome, if you like. The Knight of Pentacles is the kind of outcome of all these other three cards, actually. So you get inspired first, yeah? You get a bit of inspiration and you start on a journey that ultimately ends at the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, this is the pure inspiration. Divine inspiration, if you like. And that's the pinnacle of that energy. And the Three of Cups. So what are we actually about as beings? We are about inspiration, celebration, and your divine will, your sovereignty. Yeah? So this full moon coming up, and I would say into April, because April is all about new, and this shows up in these cards down the bottom. We are all about divine inspiration, celebration, joy, yeah, love, because the moon. What's interesting is I asked for the energies of the full moon, and I got a full moon in 2 of these cards. So, and 3 cup cards as well. So yeah, and Rhiannon, who also corresponds to the full moon. So. When you're doing these things, yeah, never underestimate the power. Yeah, so who we truly are is a balance of divine inspiration, celebration, joy, and your divine will, your ability to be able to choose, which is your superpower. Yeah. So these are all coming up on this full moon. So how to navigate those energies when they're coming up. So there is a balance as well on this full moon. There is actually a balance. And that balance comes. So these are the 4 elements, balanced, yeah. These 4 cards at the bottom. So the Hierophant. In this particular reading, I'm taking that as what we perceive to be authority. Yeah. Institutions. People who say they are in charge, yeah. But don't have. So there are people that, yeah, possibly, I don't know, people in charge who are not bent on controlling everybody and everything. And bending reality to suit themselves, and no matter what the consequence, yeah. So this very much represents that type of distortion of these elements up here, yeah. So this is the authorities, those who think they're in charge. They think they're in charge, but we are these 4 elements, especially, and that's also reflected in Rhiannon, because Rhiannon is very much about sovereignty, yeah, and your ability to choose and create as a being. So yeah. So what do we do when this comes up? Yeah, because what comes with these authorities, these people who believe they're in charge, confusion. Confusion and overcomplicating things, always, yeah. With this energy comes this energy, yeah. This energy of, oh my God, there's so many things to choose from. What do I do? So you get into that. It's a chaos energy, yeah. It looks like, it appears that you have so many choices these days, and there's so many things to choose from, and it's exciting. But actually, what it does is it causes a different layers, a disconnect from nature. Because nature is very simple, actually. She's complex, but nature's very simple. Whereas this is not. It overcomplicates things. It puts barriers up. So if you haven't quite got £5,000, then you can't do this course type scenarios, yeah? Or as we know, they've been using the same blueprint, the same rubber stamp over and over and over again for millennia now, and it's getting a little bit thin. We can see it now. Yeah, this is all in this card, because they're not whoever these are, and then in actual fact, the beings that were actually pulling the strings have long gone. I was told that last year. And what we're seeing left is the ripples of the machinations of whoever they were. Okay? So they are long gone. But this chaos, this confusion is still here. As an energy, as a perception, yeah. Because this energy, this perception, is just that. It's just energy. Energy is neither good or bad. It's the intention. Intention being 9/10 of universal law, and that's my saying, and I like it because it's true. So if you intend to not go down the road of allowing yourself to be bamboozled and confused by all the the illusion of the bright and shiny things. I don't know if that makes sense. Because these distractions, there we go, that's the word. These distractions are only there to confuse and bamboozle, yeah? That's their purpose from these institutions, these people who seriously believe they're in charge, but we know they're not, because they can only exist when we feed them our energy. Yeah. Rhiannon, she's a goddess that we I don't even really want to. She's an energy that we have connected with past since 2020, I think, actually, or 2021. Actually, no, before that. It was before that. I have some beautiful statuary representing her. Anyway, She is of the other world, the Fae. She is that kind of an energy, yeah. But she also has this energy of the sovereign energy. So recognizing that you have this innate power because you are a being of infinite possibilities. Yeah, which comes back to this energy here. And you have that power to choose. You know, do you go left or do you go right? Do you go down the path that is not aligned to your soul, or do you choose the path that is who you truly are? That's a question. So one of the things that can bring you into this rebalance, this restoration. So something we realised recently was the word healing doesn't actually mean anything. Because it's old. It's of the old reality. And I don't know if you guys are noticing that things are changing. Things are seriously changing. Our perception of what we experience is changing. Now, one of our neighbours who lives down the road, she is partially blind, and she wears these specific, and she has been wearing them for quite a few years, these specifically tinted glasses that help with the balance of light going into her eyes. And I was talking to her the other day, and she said the light is too bright, it's actually hurting my eyes. So there's a, you know, these messages when, you know, on the synchromistic journey that we're all on. It's whether you see it or not. Do you perceive it? We're all on a synchromistic journey. These messages never come along by accident. So I got a very clear message on that morning when I was talking to her that the light is brighter. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed the light? And it's a different colour. I mean, we've been saying this since December, since solstice 2020. When we physically saw the light had changed. It was very apparent. It was very obvious. On the morning of the solstice 2020, that light had changed. Anyway, so yes, there are immense changes that are happening, have happened. And part of this is down to choices that, and that for those changes to have been happening, we must have reached a critical mass. We must have. Of people changing their perception. Yeah? So, Rhiannon is all about, when you think about it, she's all about perception. Yeah? What do you perceive? Because she is of the realm of the Fae. And that is all about perception. And stepping up to be the amazing being that you actually are. And part of that, referring back to these first two cards on this second line here, the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is all about on this full moon. So a really good ritual to do on this full moon, which is tomorrow, would be some kind of cord cutting. That is the energy. That is the releasing. That's what this card is, the Eight of Cups. It's releasing anything and everything which does not serve you. This would be a powerful time to do that. Yeah. There's plenty of information on how to do that. Just go and look online. It can be simple, or you can do a whole ritual around it. It doesn't matter. Depending on what your preference is, there are different ways you can do it. You can do it through meditation. You can do it through a ritual. And again, depending on what you prefer. Do you like to burn things? Do you like to, would it be something that you would write down and give over to the water element, for example? Would it be something that you I don't know, maybe you would use like some kind of knife, some kind of blade to cut, an actual cord, for example. Or would you go and bury it in the earth far away from your home? Have a think about it. You can use crystals to help cut the cords as well. There are plenty of crystals out there that will help you cut the cords on these things. Black obsidian would be one of them. But what I would say about black obsidian, it's fantastic for cutting the cords, but it has to bring that stuff up first, and it does it quickly. So if you want to temper that, use some rose quartz with it. Okay. You can always go to our website, crystalsrock.earth, and go and grab yourself some crystals. You can use incense. You can use essential oils. There are an infinite number of ways that you can do this kind of leaving behind that doesn't serve you. Yeah. And this full moon is definitely about making those changes. Make those choices. Decide, make the choice, take the action. Yeah. Which again, that's what the elements are about. Get inspired, yeah. With the element of air. Make the choice, which is the element of emotional balance comes in. Yeah. When you're making a specific choice, there is a balance there, which is in the emotional body, for me anyway. And then you've got the action, the swords, the divine will, and then you've got the outcome of that, the pentacles. So how would you do the cord cutting? How would you do the leaving behind that doesn't serve you? Yeah. And be the change. So I'm going to grab a couple more cards for the how to navigate. Yeah. Because that's all fantastic and I love these cards and that's an amazing message. But you might just need This reads, "Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good." And that is the highest good to you. Yeah? It is not selfish to do what is right, what is best for your soul, what is in your soul's highest good. Yeah? So there you go. I love it when this stuff happens. So anything else? I do like these cards, actually. These cards are cool. These are the Gateway of Light activation cards. Whoops, just had one fall out. Sirius Star Blessings. Really nice card. Yes. Proceed, be seen, push through. So what's interesting is year before last, we were using Sirius energy quite a lot. Let me just have a look, see if there's anything. Bear with me. Oh dear. Oh, okay. The Sirius star system is the home of a race of humanoid beings who most likely live in a dimension higher than our own. It is believed that these beings can be contacted through spiritual practice. Tuning into them can enable us to receive high-frequency spiritual downloads. There we go. You can always find Sirius in the sky. I think it's in the south, in the northern hemisphere. I think it's to the south. I think. Sirius is in the south. But you can always either grab an astrological map, or the phone apps are really good. Definitely worth doing that. Sirius is a giant. It's a white. I think it's a white star, or is ours a yellow, or is it blue? I can't remember. So yeah, this is here we go. Right. This is a time for you to move forward with any projects or ideas that you have felt called to carry out. So, by ditching that doesn't serve you, you can then come into this energy where you are divinely experiencing your soul, yeah? The energy of positivity, abundance and excitement surrounding you at this time. Whatever dreams you've been revisiting recently aren't dreams, but premonitions. And that's knowing the difference, yeah? Knowing the difference between what you are programmed with, yeah? What the societal matrix says is acceptable, and actually being a sovereign being. I know that's kind of overused, but it's the best. That's still the best description, I would say. Know your power. Yeah, the word sovereign, I would say, has been distorted by those who believe they're in charge, by those who believe they have power and they don't. It's that simple, yeah. And they don't want you to know that you have. All right? They don't want us to realise that. To actually be self-realised is destroying them. So the more people become self-realised, the more it's destroying the societal matrix. That's why people are doing some very strange things at the moment. Seeing beyond the limits of fear to do the amazing things that you were born to do. Yeah. Know that whatever you are connecting with on the inside is soon to be something you're experiencing in the physical. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear. See yourself celebrating. Here we go. Celebration. Yeah. As if your wildest dreams have come true. As you do so, you'll be creating the perfect energy for them to manifest in your world. Wow. There we go. So, I'm just going to pull a couple more cards, and then I will pull a couple of crystal cards to see if there's any crystals that are good for this full moon. Oh, there we go. Stability. The staff. Yeah. Oh. There we go. The staff. There we go. There it's right there, look. You could say it's the same. Just about the same. Yeah. The staff. So that's confirmation of your divine, not just your divine inspiration, but a staff is a very cool magical tool. A staff can also be used as a way to stabilize yourself. Yeah. So whether that's in the form of a, strange noise outside, a branch or something that you find and you use, or it can be a walking pole. That is still a staff. It's just a modern version of a staff. Yeah. So I love that. That's very cool. So find your stability. So that there's in some way, shape or form grounding. Yeah. Whoops. I'll just go with that one. But how you ground? Is personal to you. Yeah. So I've just pulled the Lady of the Lake. My goodness. That's interesting. Only the pure of heart gain entry to the precious realms. Please abide or be ushered aside. Oh my goodness. Wowza. So this is the water element again, which has come up in these other cards. So the message. So this is the combination of water and fire, actually. So your emotional subconscious balance, and it'd be balanced by your will, by fire, yeah, by your divine will. Seek the sword of truth and integrity within yourself. Take control of your own life and make the most of what skills and talents you have. You are stronger than you think. Stand in your own power. Amazing. Completely amazing. Okay. Don't think we're going to get a better message than that. Oh, here we go. Look. Lady of the Lake card denotes it's time to take up the challenge that has been handed to you. What do you really stand for? Who do you truly want to become or be, or who are you? Yeah. Who are you? Dive into the deep waters of your inner being and resurface with self-understanding. That's the inner work. That's what we help people to do. Yeah. You cannot be your own sovereign if you shape your life to fit someone else's, what someone else wants you to be. There we go. Very clear. Very clear. The Lady of the Lake. So you can connect with her if you're a witch, do magic work, you can connect with this this energy. So she's a bit like Rhiannon in that respect. She's of the other world. She's of sovereignty. So it's just a different aspect of the same energy. Yeah. So if you want to use cards in your inner work, you would use this card because you've also got the Tor there, which is a representation of the other world, or even the underworld, because Arawan actually rides from, that's actually the home of Arawan, the underworld. But it's all part of the other world. Does that make sense? So you could use this card. You could, meditate on this card and see what comes up. That's the Mists of Avalon Oracle by Rose Insara. So this is all about courage. So again, it's reflected in these cards here. Have the courage to let those things fall away that you do not need anymore, in order to see beyond the fear, expand your perceptions, and actually do the things that you were here to do. You have yet to reach your end destination. So we Shangri-La is here, but your perception, if you are not seeing it, that's your perception. Yeah? Does that make sense? So what is stopping you from perceiving Shangri-La? If you want to really, so there's so many amazing shows out there that explore this stuff. An obvious start would be the Celestine Prophecy. In that, and the books actually as well are quite interesting in terms of the language that they use. But there are other, sci-fi is an amazing head flipper, if you like, as in, flip the top of your head open and take it in. And Stargate, we're watching Stargate Atlantis at the moment, which is all about ascension. It's all in there. Yeah. Yes, you have to sift through it a little bit, but it's in there. Okay. So crystals we can use. Whoops, there we go. There's one already. Iolite. Also known, Iolite is also known as a water sapphire. I love that. So it connects with the moon, obviously, because it connects with the water element. Also, it's a really good one for the third eye. Also, the crown chakra. It's one of my favourite stones, actually. Iolite will unveil insight into your true purpose here on Earth and evoke satisfaction in helping others. There you go. And we do have some, actually, on the website. We have some tumbled, not really nice pieces of iolite, and we also have a very nice iolite necklace on the website, which, if I had my way, I'd keep it. But, you know, I think that's it. Iolites. I'm not getting any more cards fly out. Let's just, oh no, there we go. One more. Fluorite. Another amazing crystal that connects with the water element and is very cleansing. A gentle reminder, this is what this card says, a gentle reminder that whenever you show mental, emotional or physical resistance in life, you restrict the flow of energy and create persistence. What you resist persists, yeah? The fluid, supple energy of fluorite will help you relax into any situation and restore the status quo. We also have fluorite on the website. So I think that's a really good reading for this full moon, which is coming up tomorrow. I don't know if it's different elsewhere in the world. We're in the UK. So I know it's tomorrow. Where's my phone? Let's have a look and see. Moon rise. Hang on, bear with me. Moon set. Moon rise. So the moon rises at 6:37 p.m. So from that point, you should be able to see it. I don't think there's a chart. This is the Deluxe Moon app. I don't think it has a chart that shows you. That would actually be really helpful on this. A chart that shows you like the ascending of the moon, like through the day, through the evening. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. I'm not sure. There's so many bits on this moon app. Let me just see. Bear with me, because there are so many different bits and pieces on this. Nope. Bear with me a minute. Nope. Bear with. Where are we? 6th. Okay, so yeah, anywhere. It doesn't actually say when the peak of. Do you think they'd be able to calculate that with all the stuff they have? You would think they would be able to calculate when the April 6th. When the actual right, that's the whole month. Okay. When the actual peak was, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think it'd be that difficult. Hang on. Here we go. 6th of April. Moonrise. No, that's all we've got. So the moon sets at 5:27 in the morning. And then it comes back up again, 6:37. So any time from 6:37, I would say, as it rises. Interesting app, that one. Anyway, I hope that helps you with the energies for tomorrow's full moon. I haven't waffled too much. Not too much. Yeah, I hope that helps you anyway. Don't forget. Messages. So don't forget to visit our website, crystalsrock.earth, for news on our events, for new crystal stock. What else should we say on there? Incense blends, links to our courses, aromatherapy oils, Ian's books, which are slowly being put up there. We're also selling some of our handmade stuff on Folksy as well. Folksy. If you want to go and check out, we've only got 3 items up there at the moment because they do charge for listings. So we're trying to just drive some traffic to Folksy. I haven't yet put a link in the YouTube description, but the link does go from our website. So if you go to our website, crystalsrock.earth, on the little ticker tape, there's a link in there. What else? So in line with these energies, we decided last week that we're going to restructure what we do. So we're focusing a lot on the sound healing because we've got these amazing crystal bowls now. We've got another one, root chakra one. So keep your eyes peeled for a really nice video that includes all four crystal bowls. They're amazing. Altogether, they are just phenomenal. So our focus is on the sound healing at the moment, because it's a really, really good way of, because sound moves through your body without restriction, and it can really help to unblock. It can help you to relax. It just, sometimes when you look at your face and you think, oh my God, I look like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders, yeah? Well, that does, sound healing takes that away. It removes that from your face. It is amazing. Yes, so we're focusing on the sound healing. And we're also going to be, so we're restructuring the meditation. So we're just going to be doing the meditation once a week. Let me just sort the camera out a minute. Bear with me a minute, because I've finished the reading, so I'm just going to talk now. Where am I? Hello? 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 Okay, got there. Let's see. Okay. Let's just zoom that out a little bit. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. No, why is it still doing that? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we are focusing on the sound healing. We're rejigging the meditation, so it's once a week on a Wednesday, same time, 7:30. So that we can focus on other stuff. So, one of the things that we're going to do, so we do events here in our home. We do healing days and rituals and sound healing. So one of the things that we want to focus on, so some of these are online and in person. Some of them are just online. Some of them are just in person. It's a mixture. So, pardon me. Fridays, or most Fridays. If we can't make one, obviously we'll let you know. So Fridays, we are going to do something a little bit different. What we've so something that's come out of the meditation. So there's no reason why you can't use the meditations that are on our channel. Or, you know, if you've been using those meditations, then, you know, find ways to come into the silence. Now you've got like a bit of a foundation there. You know, use that, tweak it, make it your own. Yeah, you can do that. If you've been using our meditations, then you can absolutely tweak that and make it your own now. Or join us on a Wednesday when we're going to be doing them live. We're going to keep that going once a week. So the other thing that we thought that we would, or we felt we were, well, actually Ian was guided that way, was this idea of what is high frequency living. What does that mean? Yeah. You know, if you're trying to align with love consciousness and align with who you truly are, what does that mean? How do you do that? And we're all about, you know, does it do what it says on the tin? So, having recently got these amazing singing bowls, which are 432 tuned, it's really made us look at everything else, and does that align with love consciousness, who we truly are? Yeah, phenomenal cosmic creative being of light, and whatever other things that you want to add on to that. So what we thought we'd do on a Friday, probably 7:30, same time, is we would, and we don't know how this is going to go because I'm only just putting it out there now, we would open up a discussion It could be that it's just on Skype. It could be that we stream that to YouTube. Don't know yet. But we would like to open that up for discussion. Yeah. I would always like to play the bowls. I like to play the bowls. So the bowls would be part of that. They want to join in. So there will definitely be some playing of the bowls beforehand. And then you know, let's discuss what this actually, what does it mean to be, you know, to blah, blah, blah. High frequency being. How do you be high frequency? Yeah. Because this is new. We've in recorded history, have we ever been here before? Well, we know we have been here before because everything is cyclical. But does anyone know what they're doing here? Does anyone know what to do next? Yes, so Fridays are going to be given over to this particular idea that we have. What will be today? Wednesday. So later on today, I'll probably post in the community tab a link for Skype if you want to join us for that. We're throwing it out there. Now, it may just be me and Ian. It usually is. Ram it in a way. Well, we don't really give a shit. That's the way it is, and that's the way it is. But if you do want to join us for, you know, how we move forward as a group of beings who want to perceive this new reality, yeah, then follow the link that I'm going to post later on. What else? I will be posting some of our new events up on Eventbrite, because we're going to start doing new moon gong baths as well, in person, but also thinking of streaming them to YouTube. It would be by donation, as these things always are, and it would be if we're gonna live stream it to YouTube, that would be a private video link, if that makes sense. Possibly. I mean, these things are always in flux at the moment. What else? We do also have a few markers in April. Rama's Day is one of them. That's a 3-day 3 days? Well, actually, it's Rama's Day followed by the dark moon, so we could make it a 3-day thing of mirror magic. So I might do a little talk, might do a bit of ritual and live stream it to YouTube. We're also coming up to my favourite time of year, Beltane, which is the 30th of April, 1st of May. So that's going to be interesting. Love Beltane energy. Yeah, I think that's it in terms of what we're doing this month and the energy of this month. So I'll keep you in the loop in the community tab. And yeah, moving forward with April spring on our step. So yeah, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, then you can always go and share it with people. You can even like it if you liked it. You might not have liked it. But certainly keep your eyes open in the community tab for reminders of what we've got coming up. And happy full moon on Thursday. It's a good one. Yeah. So we will see you around and about. Until we see you next time, stay fearless.